Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be finally taking a look at our level 50 Origin Palkia in the Open Master League. And yes, unfortunately I did have to go with this 15, 14, 15. Still fine. We'll get it up to Best Buddy eventually, so we're looking good here. Of course, it does have Spatial Rend, and we're going to be going with Dragon Breath as well as Aqua Tail. We are going to be pairing it up with Zygarde as well as our Shadow Excadrill, which is going to be completely maxed out. I had a blast using it, okay? And if you want to know more thoughts on the Sinnoh Tour, make sure you do have notifications on, because I will be bringing out another video giving you my full thoughts, and I'm just gonna let loose. Not gonna go like crazy unhinged, but I'm just gonna tell you what I think completely without even, holding any punches. All right, so yes, we do have this thing, and it was definitely worth it. Okay, it's pretty stinking good. Let's be honest here. Has a very high combat power as well. It is going to be the second Pokemon on my list after Mega Rayquaza is done with its Mega Evolution. So pretty incredible. Now Dialga is going to be good too. So if you did go down that route, I mean, you have a dragon that's not weak to dragon or ice particularly. So yeah, it's definitely worth going down that route too. So don't think Palkia is just, god tier, although technically it's some sort of god, right? Yeah, no, it's just a make-believe little creature. But yeah, let's see what we have going on, folks. How you doing? Hope you're having a great day. If you do enjoy my videos and you want to support me, if you can give this a thumbs up, or you can wait until the end to see if you actually enjoy it and then give it a thumbs up, then that'd be fantastic. All right, but let's get into this commentary here. Really quick though, the reason why we haven't been uploading Go Battle League videos is because Catch Cup was absolute dog garbage. Just trash, absolute nonsense. So thank goodness we have these leagues back here. Okay, all right, with that said, let's see what we have. We're going to be in the Master League for quite a bit. All right, taking out that Solgaleo with about, we had like 2 HP on that. Next game, we're met with a Kyogre. We'll take this here. Now, Palkia, of course, has a massive resistance to water, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we swap and maintain this here. Shadow Excadrill, folks. If you did not see my last video going over it, it didn't really get too many views because I get it. People are out there doing the tour and all that stuff, and probably notifications didn't get pushed because YouTube is trash like that sometimes. But wow, this thing is a beast, and we get to the dang drill run. So you could go with Scorching Sands and Mud Slap as well. Now the reason why I'm not going with that is because I just found it better for the raids, but technically it seems like you should go with Mud Slap as well as Scorching Sands, but we're going to be going with the old classic. All right, bringing in our Palkia to go up against the Kyogre here. Going to go for that Spatial Rend and take them out, and then Dragon Breath down that Mewtwo. Oh yeah, let's get it. All right, next game, we're going to be leading with Zygarde the entire time, met with a Landorus. You love to see this here. Of course, it's going to have its new ground-type move, which is going to lower my attack every single time, but we are such a tank. We're just going to be able to absorb everything they have and just keep on going. We're going to go ahead and go for Crunch to see if we can lower their defense here. Unfortunately not, and as you can see, we do have Outrage on our Zygarde now, which has been working pretty nice for me, so I'm going to probably just keep it for the time being. All right, going for the Crunch here again, and we will be able to take this win here, although they're lowering our attack. We're just absorbing this thing over and over again. We can survive one more, but they swap and lock themselves in there with the Dialga, so the Landorus has, what, like 7 HP or something, so they're using their first shield, which we're going to be doing the exact same. Of course, we want to maintain this here, and we will be able to easily outpace them, right? Let's see if they want a double shield. We're going to farm up a little extra energy here, and they're letting it go. I would assume they're going to be bringing in that Landorus. Actually, I think they're bringing something else here. Yeah, because it's so low, they don't want me to farm them down. So they do bring in their Mewtwo. We're going to go ahead and go for the drill run, and we're looking magnificent here. Fantastic. So where's this the star of the show? Palkia is in the back. We'll use it when we need to. Otherwise, Excadrill is just going to be able to literally drill through all of these things. I mean, this thing is just a beast. Now, could have shielded up, but we're not going to waste our shield. We're just going to go ahead and bring in Zygarde. Still holding off from showing them the Palkia here because we want them to use up that energy, and they do there. And we can absorb a Psy Strike, and I do believe we're just going to let that first one go, and then just take them out with the Aqua Tail. No need to go for the Spatial Rend. And we're looking good. Now, the design at first, I mean, when I first seen these things, I was thinking, my gosh, how ugly and weird are these designs? I don't think I'm ever going to get used to it. If they took off those things on the side of it that looks like, you know, Palkia's original things that it does have as well, and it was just like a horse body with wings, then it would be pretty cool looking. But since it has like these weird arm things that look like they're chopped off, it just seems odd. I did call mine Pegasus because, I mean, come on, it looks like a Pegasus, something like that. All right, so what do we have here? A Dialga, and it is in big trouble up against my Shadow Excadrill. This thing does have 10 attack. Was it worth powering up? Maybe a little hasty on that one, but I don't know if I'm going to get a better one, and there's no other time than now. So I decided I'm just going to do it because the Snorlax worked for me. Shadow as well has those low attacks and never had a problem, okay? And this thing is absolutely able to do what it needs to do anyways. One-shotting these Dialgas, absolutely amazing. Doing tons of damage to everything else. Just incredible. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our Palkia here. They have no more shields left. We're just going to go ahead and throw this Aqua Tail. We want to do as much damage as possible, as quick as we can before... All right, beautiful. And that was just enough with that Dragon Breath. And of course, they do have that Landorus. So we're going to go ahead and go for that Aqua Tail. And we're going to be getting stabbed from that. Look at that damage. Swapping into the Zygarde to finish them off with the Dragon Tail, which was not necessary. Next game, we're going to be met with a Mewtwo. I love to see this here as the Crunch is doing a ton, as well as the Dragon Tail is adding up as we can just absorb these Psy Strikes over and over again. Do believe we're going to be able to take about 3 here, which is pretty damn incredible. There's, I don't think, I mean, unless you resist it, then yeah, you'll be able to take those like Melmetal or obviously Metagross or Solgaleo, but everything else that's taking neutral damage from this thing cannot necessarily take 3 Psy Strikes. It's kind of a little bit not heard of there. All right, so we're taking that win without even using a shield, and they're bringing in a Yveltal here, and they're going to be throwing their energy, which so they're not farming up extra. Sounds good to me. And we'll go ahead and let that go. Now we had to kind of think about what they have in the back, so I'm just going to go ahead and bring in the Palkia Origin here, and they do have a Zacian back there, so that could be a little problematic. So we'll go ahead and just swap into the Excadrill after getting off the Aqua Tail. So now we're going to be able to pretty much one-shot them at this point since it's not super effective, although they probably will survive with just a little bit of HP. So we're going to shield up these close combats, of course, is what they're going to be throwing here. And we want to maintain this, so we're going to go ahead and shield up again because we don't really want to go up against them with our Palkia unless we do have energy ready to go. All right, so down they go, and in comes their Yveltal. We get to the rock slide, and I mean, is this a Palkia Origin video or is this a dang Shadow Excadrill video? Because look at this dang thing just absolutely lighting everything up here. All right, next game, of course, Zygarde into another Mewtwo. We love this, and I'm telling you, I'm going to give you all my thoughts, but something positive about this event is the sky's freaking amazing. All right, and I really wish that they lowered the price for the remote raids. I mean, gosh damn, as much as I want to keep on accepting them, folks, I can't justify spending $400 in 2 days. I just can't do that. All right, I stopped even for the 100. And I'm not even going to tell you what happened. I'm just going to let that go for the next video. All right, we take that win there. All right, what are we going to see next? A Dialga. Okay, we got the original Dialga in here. All right, sounds good. And, you know, this one's still pretty much the king. So the other one's good too. Origin's still good. Alrighty, so what do we have going on here? Going to go ahead and go for the Crunch after building up to the Outrage or a potential Earthquake, and we are getting a shield out of them. And we did let that Iron Head go. We are a little low here, though, so that's alright. Going for another Crunch, and we're getting 2 shields out of our opponent here, which is amazing. So, of course, we're going to be bringing in Excadrill, and we are going to be shielding this up. If I recall this correctly, it's going to be Thunder. Okay, alright, so you're just trying to make a fool out of me here, or get a shield. Alright, so they're bringing in their Mewtwo. We're going to go for that Drill Run. Bring in the Palkia Origin, and we'll let this Psy Strike go here. Hopefully, we should be able to Dragon Breath down, pretty sure. Oh, no, it's going to be so close, son of a gun. Alright, that's okay. I was kind of planning this. Thank you, Palkia, star of the show. But now it's going to be this Excadrill, the star of the show. We wanted to start building up our energy because there is so much we can do with this, and we have a freaking Metagross in the back. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, algorithm. I really appreciate it. Oh, he said the algorithm and he's winning too. All right, yes, I am. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go for Drill Run here. Like I've said before, Master League is so condensed. If you have a specific type of Pokemon, then you're going to be okay. Plus, I'm not showing you everything. The hard counter battles, I'm not going to show those. It's like, what's the point? And then I back out. Nice. I'm just going to get all ragey. Next game, we're going to be met with a Rayquaza, which is going to be able to put up quite a bit of a fight going up against Zygarde, actually, because Rayquaza is just a a beast of a Pokemon that hits so hard, especially with its breaking swipe. Going for a crunch here. We're getting a shield out of them. Now, of course, we're going to be bringing in our Palkia to farm them down. And they're throwing their breaking swipe. Fantastic. And they are down a shield. And we're farming them down. Excellent. And we still have both of our shields here. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Spatial Rend. Unfortunately, they're going to be able to get to that Psy Strike. We're going to shield that up so we can maintain our health because we're not resisting that with any sort of steel type over here. And we're not a Zygarde. So we're going to be using that move. Looks pretty freaking cool. Bringing in the Excadrill immediately here to just start getting, that health down. And I'm thinking, all right, I should be able to farm them down. We're going to be okay. So I'll shield this up, come out of this with a lot of energy, and I don't know what's going to be able to stand up to both of these Pokemon I have. And we do have a Ho-Oh. Okay, so we had to time that good. I guess it's not that big of a deal here. And Rock Slide, getting to the next one, and we're good. Yeah, we're taking that win there. A lot of damage we're taking from those Incinerates, and they did close out that app. All right, or maybe they didn't close it out. Okay, I get to emphasize on that. That doesn't mean people quit. Sometimes a game just lags at the end because it's stupid. Next game, we're met with a Dragonite. Oh, right, so great. I love to see this. Of course, it's going to be all better if we can get the defense drop with the crunch. So let's see if we're going to be able to get that here. And, I mean, this thing is a beast, period. Obviously, we all know this. It's not a rank 1 no more. It's Palkia. Ha! This is crazy, this thing. Okay. And then we just have the Excadrill just to sweep up those steel types or fairy types. All right, the thing's a beast. So we are locked in here with their Ho-Oh. This is an amazing matchup to be in because you have such a resistance to the fire. Now, the Brave Bird will KO, I do believe, at this point. All right, yeah, so we'll go ahead and just shield that up. Farm up extra, knowing that they are kind of almost energy dry. And then go for the Aqua Tail here and take them out. We still have one shield and energy. Getting to the Spatial Rend before they get to their Psy Strike, which is just chef's kiss. Let's go. And they're letting it go. That looks really cool. Looks like almost like a Crunchwrap for a second, doesn't it? Okay. All right, so we're going to bring in our Excadrill, and they're bringing in that Dragonite. Now, I let this go because I don't really need to shield it up. Their Pokemon has no health left. Yeah, and we get to the crunch, and we'll take the win here. We could have just quick moved down, but we'll just go ahead and do that. They let it go, and we take that win because they knew it was over there. All right. What are we going to see with the Zygarde? Oh, another Dragonite. Okay. Sounds good to me. We love to see this here. All right. And again, we're just going to go for the crunch. When do I go for Outrage? It's specific. It's kind of specific, and I don't know. When shields are down, or I know they're not going to use another shield, and it's going to do more than crunch or something like that, right? Okay, so plus we're getting stabbed from that Outrage too. So we're going to let that go, unfortunately, going down. But that's okay. We'll bring in our Palkia to farm them down here. Hopefully they don't come in with a Fairy, because that is going to put a wrench into the situation here where they're bringing in another Dragon. All right, Dialga. Sounds good. So not very effective, or at least neutral with the Dragon. Still doing a good amount there. Swapping into Excadrill. They do have a Landorus in the back. All right, so we have to remember that their Dialga has energy ready to go, pretty much, right? So we're going to go ahead and shield this up. Our Palkia is on its last leg for health, and we're going to go ahead and just maintain this Excadrill here while just spamming the hell out of them. I think at this point we can let it go. Yeah, we don't want to use that last shield up here. I do believe they're going to swap right after this, and we do farm them down because Dragon Breath is just so quick, and down they go. And that's a wrap. We get to the Aqua Tail, and we'll take that win here. If they were able to get off their charge move, obviously I would have lost that. But yeah, they were not able to. Don't even know if they had a charge move. I don't even remember. Next game, we're met with a Zacian. Now, this could be bad or could be good. All right, if they have quick move, I used to hate this one. I like, oh my gosh, it's stupid quick move variant. But now I love it, okay? Because there's nothing it can do up against Zygarde, actually. So too bad I don't have Earthquake, because that actually do neutral damage, or at least, yeah, neutral damage. Okay, so what's happening here? They have close combat and wild charge, and they're just lowering their defense with close combat. We're doing more than they are now at this point, although they're going to pass us up on health here in just a second. Yeah, see, they got 2 ready to go. So they've lowered their defense by 4 stages. Great. And we've gotten rid of their Fairy pretty much. Getting to the next crunch, they're bringing in their Dialga here, and I do believe we're just going to let this take us out. We don't want to lock. Yeah, we don't need to swap. Bring in the Excadrill here, and get to the Drill Run immediately so we can see if they want to shield, then we'll shield as well. They're letting it go. Sounds good to me. And they're bringing in a Kyurem. Okay, so we're going to do a Rock Slide here because it's just going to be doing that much more to them. Yeah, see, super effective because of the ice typing. So at this point, we can let this go, and it's all up to the Palkia, the star of the show, which Excadrill's freaking taking the spotlight every stinking time. All right, so we're just going to Dragon Breath them down at this point here. Yeah, they're throwing. Okay, go ahead. Waste our time. All right. Okay, taking that win, looking good. All righty. Next game, what do we have here? And we could have let that go, and we could have had a 2-shield ending there on both ends. Met with a Ho-Oh. This is great. Again, we do have the Palkia, which is going to be able to completely shut it down, other than the Brave Bird. But we're fine with this here. Of course, it's always a great matchup. And here you go. There's the Outrage. And they did lower my attack, so it's not doing as much as it typically would because of the Sacred Fire. Probably Brave Bird here. Oh, another Sacred Fire. Okay, just going for that over and over again. I do believe I survived this one with about literally 1 HP, and it was the last second when the Incinerate was going to actually register the damage. So check it out. Look at that. Holy cow, that is incredible. Oh my gosh. Literally 1 HP, last second on the Incinerate, and then they take me out there with their Groudon, which is perfect. They swap, they don't like that water, and they're bringing in a Lugia. We swap into the Excadrill, and we're just going to spam them with the Rock Slides here. Now, in Aeroblast, I don't know if that's enough. Actually, might pretty much be enough. Let's see. We're going to let this go. This is a Sky Attack. Yeah, okay. That's why we let it go, no problem. And getting to the next one. Now, the problem that I could face here is that the Groudon's going to be able to farm us down. Yeah. So we're going to swap as soon as we can because we're not going to get to a charge move it didn't look like. And they're going to get all that farm off of us and then potentially take the win here. So what's going to happen is they keep throwing Fire Punch. I don't care. I'm not risking it at all. All right. All I have to do is get to the Aqua Tail, and we're going to take this win here. So why wouldn't I double shield? Even if I know their Fire Punches. This is a game of trying to win with the most shields? No. There you have your Palkia. Absolutely amazing. Stay tuned for my next video. Thank you for watching and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!